Hi, Dr. Shiva. It's really great to meet you. I had a question for you regarding the defunding of the police. What's your position on that? How do you feel about the issue of defunding police? Do you think it's right, or do you think we should stay away from that?
Well, it's a great question. You know, those in power always want to pit people against each other, so they never have to address the real problem. You know, they did it with the whole race war, Black Lives Matter, right? They don't really care about solving racism. What they care about doing is to ensure that they win an election by acting as though they really care for black people or poor people, etc. The Kennedys are notorious for this, right? But when it comes to defunding the police, let's really look at what's going on. Right now, you know, they're defunding the police means what it really translates to is that the elites, will get private security. They have money to go hire private security. Like, you know, you see Bernie Sanders talking about gun stuff. Meanwhile, he's got people protecting him, all these guys. So they will get private security for themselves. We also have to remember that there are the thugs out there. They're armed to the teeth, right? So the thugs on the street, there'll be weapons, and the thugs on Wall Street will be protecting themselves. The people who won't be protected are people like you and I, working people. That's what defunding the police actually means. And, you know, look,
Dr.SHIVA!
How's it going? So when I grew up, look, we respected police. They're part of our communities. So yes, there may be one or two police who do the wrong thing, and telling to defund them it does not solve racism. If we want to solve racism, we have to point the finger at who the real racists are. They're the elites, the GOP establishment people like Charlie Baker we know in Boston, or the Democrats like Marty Walsh. They do not care about racism. Right before an election, they'll be out there taking pictures of black people or brown people saying how much they care. And as though the police are the problem. They're the problem. They live on race war. They pit us against each other. That's the real racism.
Sure.
And bottom line, I'm not for defunding the police. What I am for, if anything, is arming ourselves and supporting the Second Amendment against the elites. And if anything, if we want to solve racism, let's support infrastructure in the inner cities, which was never done by the Civil Rights Act by another Kennedy who bamboozled everyone. The real issue is we need, you know, the right water system, the right school systems, the right healthcare systems, you know, proper roads and bridges. Massachusetts has an F minus in infrastructure. And that was brought to you by Charlie Baker and Marty Walsh. That's what they've done. So defunding the police is a complete diversion from the real issue. We need to point the fingers at them, not the police. Thank you.
Thanks.